Hey guys, it's Ruthie. So today's class is going to be a short 20-minute class designed to be a break from your work. If you're working from home, sitting on the floor, and you just need some stretches to do during your break. If at any point you feel any sense of pain, then just decrease your range of motion. So when you're ready, you can come to a seat on your knees toward the back of your mat. Your feet can be together and your knees can be together. The tops of your feet are rooting down into the mat. You can rest your hands on your thighs and just allow your eyes to close. Take a few breaths to center. As you inhale, feel the crown of your head lift up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, let your tailbone root down closer to the mat. So when you tuck down the tailbone, feeling that length in the lower back. Feeling the ribs gently tuck in toward the spine. Inhale as the crown of the head reaches up higher. Exhale as the hips ground down deeper. Relax your jaw. Relax your forehead. Relax the shoulders. Now we'll start this practice today with a 3-part Taoist breath, so you can just follow along with my cues. Bring your hands down to either side of you, the palms facing out. And as you inhale, scoop up the air, bring the palms all the way up to touch at the top. Then as you exhale, bring the hands back behind your head and then push them out to the side as if you're opening up a big doorway. And then inhale, bring the palms to face up and bend at the elbows, bring the hands to shoulders. And then exhale, bring the palms reaching forward, curl the heart back, tuck the chin down. Inhale, the palms face up, you reach up, maybe a slight back bend at the top. And then exhale, lower all the way down into child's pose. You can bring the hands back behind you, rest the forehead on the mat. Now catch the wave of your next inhale and bring the arms back out to the side, reaching side and up. And exhale, hands come behind you, push the palms away from you. Open up that door. Inhale, palms face up, fingertips to shoulders. And exhale, palms forward, heart back, chin down. Inhale, palms up, reach up. And exhale, release all the way down to child's pose. We'll do this a few more times so you can get the hang of it. So catching the wave of your next inhale, palms coming out to the side and up, reaching up, getting long in the side bodies. And exhale, hands come behind you and pushing away from you, opening up the chest. Inhale, palms face up, fingertips come to shoulders. Exhale, palms forward, heart back, chin down. Inhale, the palms face up, arms reach up, maybe slight back bend. And exhale, fully release child's pose. On the next inhale, rise back up to your seat, arms come out and up, all the way up. Exhale, hands come behind the head, pushing out to the sides. Inhale, palms face up, fingertips come to shoulders. And exhale, palms forward, heart back, chin down. Inhale, palms up, reach up. Exhale, release, child's pose. We'll do this one more time. On the wave of your next inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands come behind the head, pushing out to the sides. Inhale, palms face up, fingertips come to shoulders. Exhale, palms reach forward, heart curls back, chin curls down. Inhale, palms up, reaching up. And exhale, fully release the child's pose. This time staying here for a breath or two. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the belly. And then gently push the backs of your hands into the mat. Rise yourself up to your seat. Plant your hands in front of the knees and come forward so that you can tuck your toes under. And we're coming into toes pose to stretch out the soles of the feet. So you really want to make sure every one of your toes is on the mat, even the pinky toe. So to get my pinky toe on the mat, I come into this squat position and really just spread out the toes wide and feel them firm on the mat. And then slowly start to bring my knees down onto the mat. And then start to walk your hands back toward the hips so that you're sitting upright, just how we were before, but this time the feet are tucked under. Okay. So you're really stretching out the soles of the feet. Breathe really deeply here and relax every muscle that's not being worked. So relax your shoulders, relax the jaw, relax the forehead. You might only be able to stay here for a few seconds. This can be really intense if you've never practiced before. But practicing this a little bit every day, it's going to do so much good for your feet, especially if you wear high heels a lot or have feet problems. You should do this at least once a day and gradually just increase the amount of time you spend here. So you can come out and take a break and come back in if you need to, but really feel yourself lifting up through the torso. So draw up the energy from the navel up through the crown of the head. You're not putting all of your weight down on the heels. You're just putting a normal amount of weight there. One more breath. Oh my God, this might really hurt. Okay, and then come forward with the hands. Untuck the toes. Put the tops of your feet on the ground and sit back on the heels, and we'll come into ankle pose. So this might be enough for you just to sit on the heels to counter. But if you want to counter even deeper, you can bring the hands back behind you and start to lift the knees off of the mat. And you might feel the feet crack and, oh, it feels so good. Okay. All right, so you can come back up and maybe tap out the feet. That feels good. Awesome. So then come back onto your seat, and we'll do some stretches for the neck, shoulders, and wrists. I'm guessing if you're spending a lot of time at the computer. So we'll start with the wrists. So reach your palms forward, and so that the wrists are in line with your shoulders. It can be really helpful to do this in front of a camera or a mirror, so you can check in with your own alignment. And really feel the palms reaching in opposite directions as the shoulders. And you want to make sure you're not putting too much of an arch in your low back. You want to keep everything about the spine really straight, so the tailbone's reaching down the same amount the crown of the head reaches up. The wrists and shoulders are in line with each other. And then dial your left hand down so that the fingertips face down toward the ground and the palm still facing away from you. Now take your right hand and then grab hold of the root of your left pinky and gently pull that pinky down and towards you. So down first and then coming to you. Let me show you. You can see, so your palm's out here, and you're gently pulling on each finger, bringing down towards you. And then move on to the ring finger, down and to you. And you'll be able to feel the muscle that comes from your fingers all the way up your arm. So continue to do that with each one of your left fingers. Then once you get to the thumb, you want to bring your four fingers in between the thumb and the pointer, and then grab hold of the thumb that way, just curling the fingers down and bringing it back towards you. Then when you're done with that, you can release the hand, and then keep the fingers pointing down. Just turn the palm to face towards you now, so you're feeling this on the forearm. And bring your right thumb to the inside of the left palm and push the palm away from you as you pull the fingers back towards you. And then notice how your shoulder wants to come forward, and then bring the shoulder back into place. So you're feeling the wrist and your shoulder reaching in opposite directions, really feeling a nice stretch down the forearm. Perfect. And then release the hand, shake it out. We'll do that on the other side. When you're ready, you can bring the palms up to face away from you. Dial your right palm down, fingertips face away, and then start pulling down and toward you on the fingers. So you can come to the pinky and gently pull the pinky down and back towards you. Really notice how you can feel this up the side of the right arm. And then moving on to the next fingers as you're ready. You can always linger on one if it feels extra good, if you feel like there's some work you need to do there. Remembering to keep the shoulder in place. And then remember, once you get to the thumb, you can grab it by sliding the four left fingers in between the thumb and the pointer and wrapping the fingers around the thumb that way. Whew, feels so good. And then we'll stretch out the other way so you can bring the fingers to face down, palm towards you this time. And the left thumb comes to the inside of the right palm as you push the palm away and drag the fingers back towards you. Feeling this nice stretch in the forearm, and notice if your right shoulder is coming up toward the ears, notice if it's coming forward, and just try to keep everything about your body the same, as neutral as possible. really concentrating the stretch solely on the forearm. And staying with your breath as you do this. And then you can release the hand, shake it out, shake both of them out, just let it go. And then we'll start to get into the shoulders and the neck a bit more. If this is too much on your ankles to sit like this, you can always sit any way that's comfortable for you. So you can bring your hands to your shoulders and start drawing big circles with your elbows. Going forward about 5 times. And then switching directions, going backwards. Just really feeling the ball and socket joint in the shoulder. Noticing any creaks. And then you can release the hands, let them go, shake them out, let the arms dangle. And then we'll start to roll out the neck. So you can let the chin fall toward the chest, and then bring the right ear to right shoulder, chin back to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And stick with these half circles if you have any sort of neck problems. But if it feels good for your neck to take full circles, then you can do that as well. But if you ever get any sort of pinching sensation, just come back to the half circles. And then the next time your right ear is over at the right shoulder, just leave it there. Allow the head to be heavy. And then slowly start to reach your left fingertips down and away from you so that you feel the space from the left fingertips up the arm, through the shoulder, and through the ear. And then if you want to deepen this even more, you can bring your right hand on top of the left ear. And just add weight. So you don't want to pull your head or neck in any way. Just add the weight of your arm and notice how that increases the stretch. Keeping everything about your spine the same. So keeping the tailbone tucking down. Keeping the shoulders as even as they can be. Awesome. One more breath. Then gently release the head. And push the head back up to center so that you're not using those muscles we just released. Take a moment to observe. Notice any changes. You can always adjust your seat if your ankles need a break. Mine do. So I'm going to come to a seat. And then when you're ready, you can let your left ear come down to the left shoulder. And just see what the weight of your head can do on its own. So notice the energy you might be using to hold the head up a little bit. And see if you can just fully surrender. And maybe your neck just moves this much. That's okay. Just letting it go. And then reaching the right fingertips down and away just to increase the stretch from the fingers through the arm, shoulder, and the ear. Maybe bringing the left hand on top of the head just to add a little bit of weight. And then gently release the head. You can push it back up to center. And we'll do one more stretch for the neck on either side, just to get deeper into the back of the neck and the shoulder as well. So it's similar to what we just did. You want to bring your gaze in your nose so that it's pointing down toward your right hip. And then reach your left fingertips down and away and then back behind you. And then maybe bringing your right fingertips on top of the head to increase this a little bit more. So you really want to feel this from the fingertips now up the shoulder and up the back left side of the neck. And maybe explore a little bit here. So you can change where your gaze is. And you might find some sweet spots or some spots that maybe could use some more attention. Just moving really slowly and mindfully, staying connected with your breath as you do so. And then gently releasing the head. You can gently push it back up to center, and we'll take that on the other side. So you can bring your gaze down toward your left hip, letting the head be heavy here. And then reach the right fingertips down and away, and then back behind you as the left fingertips come on top of the head to increase this stretch. One side is probably going to feel quite a bit different than the other. That is okay. You can always explore different areas just to see what is requiring more attention in your body. It's going to be different from everyone else. Awesome. Gently release the head. You can push it back up to center. Take a moment to just observe. Let the eyes close. Notice any changes in the arms, the shoulders, and the neck. We'll do just a few more stretches to get more into the spine. So when you're ready, you can reach both of your arms up as you inhale. Get nice and long in the side bodies. Feel the bottom of the ribs separating from your hips. Then exhale, drop your right arm down to the side of you and bend over to the right. And keep your left sit bone grounded down. Feel the space you're creating from the left sit bone through the side body, through the armpit, all the way through the fingertips. As you inhale, start to curl your heart open toward the ceiling, gazing up. Then as you exhale, start to curl your heart down toward the floor, reaching away. Inhale to gaze up, and exhale to gaze down. Do this a few times with your own breath, and I encourage you to move just a little bit slower than what your first instinct is. Just so that you can notice all the little parts of this stretch. Notice where it feels the best, notice where it feels a little bit strange. Once more. And then you can come back up to center, let the arms relax. And then inhale, reach the arms back up. We'll take that to the other side. Allow the left arm to drop down, bend on over to the left. And take a moment just to feel the space from your rounded right sit bone through the side body, through the armpit and the fingertips. And take a peek at your hips. Make sure that your shoulders are in line and that your ribs are being tucked under as well. So you might feel that you're reaching forward or curling back, and just try to keep your body completely in line. And as you inhale, start to curl open toward the ceiling. Gaze up. And as you exhale, curl down toward the floor and gaze down. You can do this with your own breath. Inhaling to look up, exhaling to look down. Moving with your breath. So once more. And then gently making your way back to center. Let the arms just relax by your side. Let the eyes close and observe. If you're sitting cross-legged, you can switch the crossing of your legs for this last stretch. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, twist to your left so that you bring your right hand on the outside of the left knee, and your left hand comes right behind your sit bones. Fingertips can be tented on the floor. Make sure both your sit bones stay grounded, and each time you inhale, you can envision that there's a string at the very crown of your head, pulling you up and lifting the ribs away from the hips, getting that length in the spine. Then each time you exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit deeper, maybe looking over your left shoulder. And taking about 4 more breaths like this, each inhale getting longer through the spine, And each exhale, twisting a little deeper, maybe pulling the navel in toward the spine, creating a little bit more space. One more full round of breath. Inhale to get long. Exhale to twist. And then slowly come back to center, bringing your head back to center first, followed by the torso. Observing for a moment, feeling the difference. And then when you're ready, we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, twist to your right. The left hand comes to the right knee, and the right fingertips come tented behind your sit bones. And you don't have to force yourself into the same deepness that you just finished on the other side. Allow yourself to gently unwind here, just as you did on the other side. On your inhales, feel the crown of your head reach up high. And on your exhales, see if you can look over the right shoulder. Inhaling to get long in the spine. And exhaling to twist, as well as ground down through the hips. We'll take about 4 more breaths here. Letting the navel gently pull into the spine, finding a little bit more space. And then to unwind, you can gently turn your gaze back to center, followed by the shoulders. Take a moment to sit and observe. Relax the forehead fully. Relax the jaw fully. Relax the stomach. Bring your hands to heart center. Feel the palms pulsing into each other. And feel the heartbeat pulsing into the thumbs as the thumbs pulse back into the heart. Thank yourself for your practice today. And may this practice bring positive and uplifting energy to everything that you create and to everyone that you see. Namaste. Thanks so much for watching this video, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you get notified anytime I make a new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.